Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of the Aces Trading Weekly Forex Trading Outlook. My name is Beyond Dale and I hope everyone is having a good day so far. Okay, what we're looking now at is the euro currency, and we're just going to take a step back and look at the long-term outlook of the euro. What we have here is a daily chart, and for a number of months now I've been saying that what it looks like to me is that we are forming a head and shoulders bottom on the euro. So this will be the left shoulder, this will be the head, and here will be the right shoulder. So as you can see, for those who are familiar with head and shoulder pattern, we can clearly see the shoulders and the head, and the neckline would be about here. So what the market is currently doing is approaching this neckline. It's approaching resistance at 136.85, and for this pattern to play out, we need a daily close above 136.85. I believe we will get that daily close above 136.85, but nothing is for certain. So knowing that we are in a head and shoulders reversal pattern, the momentum on the euro is up. And when I speak about momentum, I like to say which side of the market the big money is at. And the big money players are clearly on the buy side of the euro, at least since July when we started this uptrend. Technology issues. Okay, so looking at this and really zooming in, we see that our immediate resistance is here at 136. Let's just call it 137, and I will draw a horizontal line here. So the market has to close above this 137 level for the bulls to just gain more confidence. Now let's take a look at what happened last week. Now, a lot of traders were saying that this was looking like a head and shoulders top in the euro. With this will be the shoulder, this will be the head, and this will be the right shoulder. We're on an hourly chart. But when faced with this issue and we are in an uptrend, I encourage traders to remain on the buy side of the market. And why should you remain on the buy side of the market? Because the market is in a broader uptrend, and you'll find that you'll have more success buying in an uptrend rather than selling or waiting on a reversal. So what happened is that this head and shoulders pattern essentially failed, and the market found support at just below 135 and rallied. And how could we have determined this trade? Okay, let's take a look at our support area around just below 135 here. We see that the market came down, tested here, and came down, retested this 130. This is about 134.80. Retested this 134.80 area. This was also weekly pivot point support. So once we got the buy signal here, the market just took off, and that was good for over 200 pips. And our members were able to take advantage of this move because we have been long the euro, and we actually were a bit early. We ended on this double bottom. The market came up, came back down, and then took off. Okay, that's the euro. Now, for the week that's coming, as I said, we're going to look for a break above 137, or what we may do is get a pullback, and I will be inclined to buy into any pullback for a further advance in the euro. Another market of interest is the gold market. And there are a lot of bottom catchers here in gold that everyone wants us to see where the bottom is. But for now, the trend in gold is down. You can see a very clear downtrend. So for traders who are trading this market, I would recommend that you stay on the short side of this market. And on Thursday, we got a huge rally. And what I will be looking for here is for this rally to fail. We got a doji pattern. So any sell signal in this area below 1350 would prompt me to go short for the market ultimately to close below the $1,200 level. Now what would negate the bearish view is if the market managed to close above 1440, denoted by this red line here. If the market closes above here, that could be a potential reversal, and that will lead me to reassess which side of the market I am on. But for now, we have a huge downtrend, and in a downtrend I prefer to sell all rallies in that downtrend. Taking a look at the stock market, we see that this is the S&P 500 ETF. We see that the market is in a pretty strong uptrend, and we got a buy signal in here. For those who are able to trade CFDs and trade the S&P 500, we got a buy signal in here and are currently holding this long position for an advance maybe up to the 180 area. But for now, again, the stock market is in bull mode, so we're on the buy side of the market. Looking at the Australian dollar also, we see that the market had a reversal, classic 1 2 3 reversal pattern. Market came down, came up, and went above this resistance area. So this is what we call a W pattern reversal. Okay, moving on from the Australian dollar, let's take a look at the euro yen. And as we can see with the euro yen, the market has been in a pretty strong uptrend since July of last year. The market bottomed at 95 and now is at just shy of 135. And for the members who actually are following the auto copy signals, we cashed out of this huge move upward. We got something like 2,000 pips on this move, but we re-entered recently at 130 and we're up now just about 330 pips. So we'll continue to trail our stops below the market and locking more profits on the euro yen. Now, a potential trade that I am seeing on the horizon that can really lead to some big moves and some big pip moves is the British pound US dollar. As you can see, the market has had a huge run up since July, and this pattern here is indicating to me that the market could be running out of steam. So if I see a sell signal below, if the market remains below 164 and a sell signal occurs here, I'll be inclined to take a short trade. So members can look out for that trade in their account once it happens. Okay, well, thank you very much for listening to this video. It's really a pleasure doing these videos every week, and our goal here is really to help traders. So if you are having difficulties in your trading and would like these signals copied in your account, auto traded in your account, click on the link below and for more information. Again, this is Beyond Dale, and I hope you have a good trading week. Thank you very much.